Welcome back to the Wheel of Sonic Generations. If you're not familiar with the wheel, basically I fill it up with a bunch of Sonic Generations mods, and every time I go through a new level, new rival fight, or a new boss fight, I go ahead and spin the wheel and switch up the character mod inside of Sonic Generations. If you guys did not watch the first video where I covered all of the classic modern stages, I asked you guys to hit the like button if you guys wanted to see the wheel return, and it actually ended up getting quite a few likes and a few comments saying they wanted the wheel to return, so here we are. But with inside of this video, I'm going to be running through all the Dreamcast, so Speed Highway, City Escape, and Seaside Hill, and I'm also going to be covering the Shadow Fight and Perfect Chaos. And again, if you want to see the series continue, whether it's inside of Sonic Generations, Frontiers, or another Sonic game, be sure to hit the like button. It shows me that you guys really support this series and want to see it keep coming back. And here's our good old friend Mr. Wheel here that is going to decide our fate when it comes to Sonic Generations here. I went ahead and removed all of the previous mods we used in the last video, so we're not going to get duplicates or anything like that, and I'm going to go ahead and change it up every single, stage, every single rival fight, and every single boss fight like I was saying. And so the first stage we're actually going to be going through is Speed Highway, so let's go ahead and spin the wheel and see what we get for a character mod. So here we go! Hopefully it's nothing too cursed this time around, and this time we get Modern with Classic Shoes. Okay, a little bit interesting of a mod choice right there, but Modern with Classic Shoes. So I'm going to go ahead and download that, and I will meet you guys in Speed Highway. So here we are inside of Speed Highway. As you can notice here with Sonic, we don't have a super big drastic change as it is just his shoes. Basically, I believe the mod just goes ahead and takes classic Sonic shoes and puts it onto the modern Sonic model. It actually looks a lot better than I thought. I thought it kind of looked a little bit goofy, but I actually kind of like it. It's kind of growing on me the more I'm kind of looking at it here. It's kind of interesting because we're kind of having more of a normal start compared to last episode where we completely just had the weirdest of starts with the Toadette and the Mario in the Sonic costume. Like, I could not have asked for, honestly, like a weirder start to that video, so I'm kind of glad we're kind of starting off with something a little bit more normal, a little bit more, Sonic, in a way. We're not using, more Mario characters. And I was saying in the last video, I don't think that there is any, Mario characters left within this list, but I might surprise myself. I 100% don't remember every single one that is on the list just because, I basically, for like 2 hours, just found a bunch of mods and just basically filled that like whole wheel and just kind of was like, all right, well, this is what we're gonna get. No, I missed that. Okay. But I basically just filled the list and, I said, I'm gonna forget most of these, but that's kind of the fun of it. It's just kind of, seeing what the heck I added to it and just kind of surprising myself with certain things here. But in certain aspects with this mod, it almost kind of looks like, that you were just playing his modern Sonic, except for, like, the bottom of the shoes, it looks like, are completely red, which is kind of cool looking. It'd be kind of cool to see, like, if, like, Frontiers kind of did, like, a costume like this, where they added, like, different shoes, kind of like they did with Adventure 2 with the soap shoes, where they added, like, classic Sonic shoes in a way. I always thought that'd kind of be cool if they added different shoes, or even, like, the Lightspeed shoes that you see in Sonic Adventure, which would be kind of cool to see. It kind of be cool if, like, for different cosmetic ideas here. For this mod here, just because I do not want to be, dying, I went ahead and changed the skills up a little bit from last video. I know we used the endless boost in most areas, but I went ahead and just did blast off and speed up, and then I did boost gauge up, which basically is going to mean that I'm not going to die so often, because there was a few times last video where I just get too careless with the endless boost and I just end up dying. We actually got a pretty good time there, 1 minute and 45 seconds. Not my best time, but it wasn't too bad. There we kind of have a closer look of the classic Sonic shoes, but now we'll head back to the wheel and see what's next for City Escape. Alright, so here we are again back with the wheel for a second time to go ahead and decide our fate for City Escape here, and this could be big. It could go ahead and affect the skateboard on it. It could affect a few different things, but let's go ahead and spin it here. I've kind of been wondering, what do I really want from this? Do I want a different character? Do I want a different Sonic? I know there's a lot of Sonic mods on here, so, you're going to have to, be a little bit lenient on that. And we got Legendary Super Saiyan Sonic. Interesting. I actually don't remember adding this to the list, but I'm really interested to see what this looks like now. Let's go ahead and jump into that. Whoa, this is crazy. What the heck is going on here? Alright, so here we are with the Legendary Super Saiyan Sonic here, and he actually went ahead and named it Legendary Super Saiyan Brolik, which I'm guessing he means is a fusion between the Legendary Super Saiyan Broly from Dragon Ball Z and Sonic here, which is a pretty cool. He's got his outfit and everything like that, and he's got his really crazy looking hair when he has the Legendary Super Saiyan form. But those who are not familiar with the, Dragon Ball Z series, this is inspired off of a character named Broly in the show, which appears in a lot of movies. I know he recently just got a movie inside of Dragon Ball Super, if you haven't heard about that. But this is what it's inspired off of. It is kind of inspired off of the old look of him from the 90s, I believe, which is actually a pretty insane looking mod here. I love the way he made Sonic's quills here. And was I just T-posing? Oh no. And it actually looks like we can fly for a short period of time here. So if I go ahead and air boost here, we actually go ahead and just kind of levitate for a while, which is a super cool feature here, making the stage, you know, even easier than it already is, just making us absolutely destroy everything here. And I'm missing these timed events. This is crazy. I always miss stuff, you know, when I'm commentating here. I'm telling you, it's that commentator's curse. Like, anytime I commentate, I just, you know, Sonic games, just all of my skills go right out the window. I'm telling you. I don't know what it is about it. I just cannot, you know, play Sonic when I am commentating. I swear. I almost want to, you know, just make a video where I'm not commentating just to see how well I can do. Like, man, I probably do so much better. Here we kind of have a closer look of kind of like the front of him here. I do like that he kind of kept, you know, Sonic's shoes here. And oh my gosh, I just got sawed. But it is really cool, and it almost seems like, from what I'm playing, and maybe it's just me, but it really feels like that this mod makes Sonic even faster than he already is. Like, I don't know, he just seems a lot faster for some reason, and obviously we have that, you know, air boost in the air with everything. This is almost like a super form in a way. Like, this is pretty crazy looking, and I love the way this render looks, so Ultimate Darkman definitely did a good job on this. I know this is a little bit older of a mod. I want to say this is like 10 years old. This is a definitely pretty old mod when I was looking at, you know, the YouTube video that I found this on. But I definitely forgot about this mod. This is actually really cool, and I'm kind of glad we got this because I am actually really impressed with how it looks. But we're coming up on the end of City Escape here. We kind of get a closer look at him here, and he doesn't even have pupils. That's crazy. He just throws it out the window. Wait. Oh, okay, he has his A rank animation for him instead of his S rank? Interesting, okay. But there we go, that is the legendary Super Saiyan Brolic mod. So we're gonna jump into Seaside Hill and go ahead and spin our wheel one more time. All right, and for the last stage inside the video, we're gonna go ahead and spin it here. We do have 2 other boss fights in store for us, so it's gonna be Shadow and Perfect Chaos. So be sure to stick around for those, but we're gonna go ahead and spin it our 3rd time for the last stage, and let's see who we are going to get this time around. Maybe something cool, maybe something not. What is it gonna be? It is gonna be Forces Sonic. Okay, I don't know how much different this is gonna look, but we're gonna go ahead and download that and, you know, see what's going up with that. Okay, he actually does look a little different. Okay, I'm actually kind of surprised. I didn't think he'd look as different as he does, but he definitely does. Got the shorter quills. I think he's got some different animations from what I was seeing in the mod. Okay, I'm kind of excited for this. All right, here we are with the one and only Forces Sonic inside Seaside Hill here. So as you can notice, he is a little bit different. I mean, this isn't going to be a super drastic change just because it is still Sonic. It's just from Forces. And I know, you know, some people maybe haven't played Forces, so they might be seeing a little bit of a difference here. So the biggest difference that I noticed right away when loading into the mod is it does look like his quills are shorter, which they are in Forces. It looks like he's a little bit more lighter blue than darker blue, if I'm not mistaken. He looks a little bit different there. And then it also looks like he has somewhat different animations here. So his like idle animation where he's standing and can't believe I just messed this area up. Like, what am I doing? Let me just do it the easy way, unlike the actual hard way that I was trying to do it there. Jeez. But basically what I was saying, it looks like his standing animation is a little bit different when you're standing in the lobby. It looks kind of similar to what it is when he is standing in the stages inside of Forces. And what the heck? I still hit him, but I somehow still got shocked. All right, interesting. But Seaside Hill is definitely one of my favorite Dreamcast era. It's actually kind of became one of my favorite, to be honest with you, just because of the fact, you know, that there's so many different like pathways you can kind of pull off. You know, it's super unique with the running on water sections and everything. Everything about it, I really enjoy with this stage, which is really cool to see. And I definitely could be pulling up more shortcuts here, but I'm trying to be, you know, careful in certain areas. Just because, you know, I don't want to die in these certain stages, even though I already died, as you guys saw. I'm trying not to die as much just because when I'm commentating, I can't, like, fully focus on the game and everything like that. And I know I've said this a few times. I cannot run these games while commentating. Like, look at this. I'm telling you, like, I would never do this. What is happening right now? Oh my gosh. I just don't get it, man. But Forces it's a very interesting model. I know that a lot of people actually don't really, god dang it, stupid spikes on the wall. I know a lot of people actually don't really like his model in Forces just because, you know, they changed so much with the shorter quills and he's a little bit different color and everything like that. I'm not like the biggest fan of it. I mean, I don't hate it. I'm not going to say that I hate the model, but I would say that it's a little bit of a step backwards when it comes to, you know, Unleashed in Generations and the way that it looked. I'm kind of glad the way that, you know, he looks in Frontiers. He looks a little bit different, but he still is very similar to that. And what the heck is going on with me? Apparently, I just cannot play this game. What is going on? I swear to gosh, I am not this bad at the game. I promise y'all. Like I was saying, you know, I don't hate the model. It's all right looking, you know. I'm not the biggest fan of Forces. I've played it a few times, you know, just to, you know, play it through and give my different opinions on that. Ooh, I kind of like his little clapping animation right there. That's kind of cool. He did do a little bit different animation there. But in my personal opinion, Forces, it's alright. So this wheel spin right here could actually end up deciding a lot for us because different mods with inside the community tend to change the Shadow boss fight to be able to change Shadow's models, you know, whether it's a different character or a different version of Shadow. So depending on what we get on this could completely change the rival fight here. So let's go ahead and spin and see what we get to see if it changes Shadow at all. It might not. It could still definitely be Generations Shadow depending on what we get here, but it could definitely change it. And we got, is that Hero Sonic? Ooh, okay. I will take that. I love me some Hero Sonic. We're gonna go ahead and download that. I love Hero Sonic. Let's go. Oh, yes. I love this so much. He looks exactly like he did in frickin' Heroes. This is sick. Okay, I love it. All right, so as you can see here, they did not go ahead and change Shadow at all to his Heroes form, which is okay. You know, certain mods do change him, and, you know, that might have changed it. And you might see that with the Silver fight if you guys want to see, you know, another video of this if we do the, you know, modern era. You know, that you might see Silver change a little bit with that stuff depending on the mod. But, you know, here we go inside of the boss fight here. So what I went ahead and did is I went ahead and changed it to hard mode. So basically we have to go ahead and get this little orb of pink stuff. I don't know what you want to call this orb, this little power-up orb, I guess. And basically you have to get this 3 times instead of 2 times as you would in the normal fight. And I'm gonna drift a little bit just to get ahead of him. Why am I not getting it? Who got it? If you tell me Shadow got that, that is a bunch of crap. I was literally on top of that. There's no way I didn't get that. All right. But as you can notice here as well with the mod is he went ahead and changed the voice lines to Ryan Drummond, which is the voice actor for the adventure games and the Heroes game, which I believe Heroes might have been his last game that he had done with Sonic, which is kind of crazy to think. But obviously, you know, he has not returned for a Sonic game in quite a long time. You know, he's still within the Sonic community, I believe. You know, there's been some things about him that I've heard that probably I should not talk within this video, but, you know, he's still, you know, around the Sonic community, so. And, okay, yeah, Shadow definitely got that one in the first one. I don't know how he got that, but all right, we got to get one more here, and then we should be able to, you know, blow him up here. Let me knock him up a little bit. Oh, dang. I was going to hope to hit him so I could kind of lower his ring count, but we're going to get the 3rd one here. Come on. Yeah. All right, so let's go ahead and power up here. One thing I did notice with this mod, and I believe this is created by Ultimate Darkman again, which is kind of funny. He creates a lot of Sonic Generations mods, if you couldn't tell. Is it looks like his shoes aren't any different. It looks like it's just kind of like his body that's all different. It looks like very similar to what Heroes was, where it's kind of almost like plastic looking. I've always kind of thought that. I've always thought the Heroes models kind of look like plastic, almost like little rubber toys. It's so weird looking. I don't know what it is, but I've always thought that they look like rubber toys. And how many rings you got, boy? Spin them. Ow, get out of here, Shadow. Your time is up. Let's go. All right, so there we go. That is the Shadow boss fight on hard mode. So we get a little bit closer look up here, and super cool looking, super nice. But yeah, you can notice that his shoes aren't super different. You know, maybe he couldn't get his like Heroes looking shoes in the game at the time. I know this is another older mod. But now we're going to move on to Perfect Chaos. I'm also going to do that in hard mode, but first we got to spin that wheel to see who our final character of the video is going to be. Alright, Mr. Wheel, this is the last time we're gonna spin you for the day. So you gotta give me something real good, real nice. You know, I'm praying for something good here, you know, for the last perfect chaos fight. It's gotta be epic. It's the boss fight. We gotta get in something cool. Come on now. It is going to be Amy. Ooh, okay, I'm down with that. I'm down with that. We're gonna have Amy versus Perfect Chaos. I'm gonna go ahead and download that, and I will catch you guys in the Perfect Chaos fight. So here we are in front of Perfect Chaos here with Amy, and her model actually looks super nice. It's different voice lines and everything like that, as you can kind of hear here. It looks like her ball and everything is different, and honestly just super detailed. I'm super impressed with this mod here, but I actually want to go ahead and show off the classic version of her, which is actually Rosie the Rascal, which is actually super sick. Obviously, we're not going to be using that, but I wanted to go ahead and show this off just because it is a really cool looking mod. But also, if you want to see a spin the wheel of, you know, wheel of classic Sonic stages, let me know. You know, I would definitely be down to do that. I think that it would be really cool. I just know that there's not, you know, a lot of, you know, mods when it comes to classic Sonic, but it's definitely something I'd be down to, you know, do. But let's go ahead and jump into Perfect Chaos. Oh, okay. Now we got a little bit of really good close-up of her there. That actually looks super nice, super, you know, super on point, actually. It's kind of scary how well, you know, these modders just get these, like, mods on point. Like, even some of these are, like, older mods that I'm showing off, and, like, you guys were able to do this 10 years ago? Like, gosh, dang, y'all are some talented people, I'm telling you. But here we go with Amy here, and I don't believe she has any different, like, animations or anything like that, like I was kind of saying, but she definitely does, you know, have, you know, different voice lines and everything like that. And obviously, the model looks really well here. I wish I could kind of, you know, use her super form in a way, because I was actually looking at some of the preview pictures before downloading the mod. She has a really cool looking super form. So, again, like I was saying with, like, the classic wheel, I would 100% be down to do a super form, like, type of video. Even if it was just one video where we just ran through all of the modern stages with their super forms, I think that would be so much fun, and now I'm drowning! And like I was kind of saying a little bit earlier, this is a hard mode version of this. I'm not 100% sure how many, you know, hits it takes to, you know, kill Chaos here. But I gotta be really careful since I drowned there earlier. I actually don't have any boost. Well, this will be perfect, the rainbow ring right here. I don't have any boost because you need to boost into him to make sure that you're hitting him. Otherwise, you won't make it all the way up to, you know, land a hit on him. So you have to be extremely careful with this. And I think we're actually going into the final, you know, part here. But I actually really like the Generations boss fights. Perfect Chaos is definitely one of those that I really enjoy playing. It's probably my favorite one inside the game. It would have been interesting to see if they did Bio Lizard, and it's kind of weird fighting them when you're not, like, super in a way, because you obviously never fight Perfect Chaos, you know, as regular Sonic. Obviously, you fight different versions of him inside Adventure, but it's kind of interesting, you know, that, you know, Sonic's just so strong now, apparently, that he can just take it on just by himself. No Chaos Emeralds needed, which is kind of funny, but there we go. We went ahead and defeated the good old watery boy Chaos. With Amy Rose, so he is going to go ahead and drown himself, so goodbye, we will see you next time. And there we got a really close-up model of it. Yeah, I'm super impressed with the way that this looks. You know, this is a little bit older, and oh my gosh, Amy, put your skirt down, girl, put that down, what the heck. There you have it, guys. That is the Wheel of Sonic Generations in the Dreamcast era. So we completed all the stages inside of the Dreamcast era and also took on Shadow and Perfect Chaos. Again, if you guys want to see this return and you want to see me go through the modern era, see us go through all three of those stages, Silver, and go ahead and fight the Egg Dragoon, and even the Time Eater we would do in that video, let me know in the comments below. Hit the like button, subscribe, all of that stuff, you know, shows me that you guys are supporting the series and want to see it come back, and also shows me that, you know, you guys are supporting the videos as well. But with all that being said, guys, I do thank you guys so much for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.